The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns to you with a cheerful smile.
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Oh, that'll happen here. Hope Griff and his people aren't giving you too hard of a time. He and his have it out for anyone who ain't a human. More and more do these days. You here alone?
She gives you a long look.
You keep them friends of yours close, eh? Some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. Not much in this world someone you love can't make better. Used to be I had a family. A husband and a little boy. We were healers. Source was in our blood. Then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Maybe even released. Don't know why the Reds didn't take me too. Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name. Waiting and remembering.
Her eyes sparkle.
Kind of you to ask. Stefan, he was my little one. Smart as a whip and no less wicked. And my husband, he was called Felix. He was an expert healer. Could fix a broken bone in a short minute.
She talks for some time about birthdays, about Felix's prickly beard, about the skunk Stefan once dragged home for a pet. Joy radiates from her as she remembers. She places a warm hand on your shoulder.
What a gift to think of them. I'd like to give something to you too. A family recipe. One of Felix's best. He'd be happy to know it went to such a warm soul. Take care of yourself. You hear? You're a sweet one.
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. For I am an elf. The tongue of others is not my tongue. You may speak of then and when, I do not. I refuse to learn their strange speech. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see, I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. Ah, you want reunion. Life is lonesome. Yes, life is lonesome. The thing you love is gone. I have something for you, my friend. A gift. We can see the things we lose, not with our eyes, but with our hearts. This ruby does the trick. It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. See what I gather.
When another divine arrives.
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in and whispers in your ear.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for this human. It is of a personal nature. And if it would not be acceptable, well, that would render this entire conversation rather awkward.
Fane approaches the blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much, but he seems to be gesturing towards her head an awful lot. Fane's words are quiet, but you hear the blacksmith repeat, "Face ripper," in shock. She slowly starts to back away.
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon, and you can get too, freak!
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in thought, though. She must have said something he found interesting. Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Dallas and I. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's proven himself might earn my time of day. Speaking of, you haven't. So buy or shove off. All manner of things. Have a look.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold too, and sharper than any knife. She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under, deciding fates with every roll. Or so she said. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways into your neck.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time, I'll let my needle do the licking. There is no other elf like me.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in the side of your throat. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, this living scar, into my cheek. The mark of a slave. But now I'm free, of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here to Fort Joy. I intend to raise the subject with him.
She drives the needle in deeper and whispers.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows your proposal.
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen that twist coming. I was certain the pitiful begging was about to begin. Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you? Escape? How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided deers around here would argue such a thing is impossible. Well played. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? The agony of choice. You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you, provided we talk to that lizard I mentioned. I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
Let's discuss our respective roles then, shall we? You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. So, what role would you like me to play? As a rogue, my speciality is stealth, the quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal wielding any weapon or magic. So, the choice is yours. Suits me fine. Lead on, or better yet, let me take the lead. Then follow me.
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side, for the moment.
You've read my contract. What does that look in your eye mean?
He raises an eyebrow and folds his arms, appraising you.
Me, not you. It's my contract, but you can come along for the ride. Good to know. And likewise, with whatever errands of your own you have.
Quite right. Do seek my counsel. I highly recommend it. Dozens, I should imagine, but if we're talking about the ones that came after my exile, this would be number 5. Let them come, I say. Keeps one sharp.
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you speak too? Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it. Oh, I think of them as little as possible. As much, I imagine, as you think of gadflies that buzz about you. Not that there is anything wrong with you, of course, just that you're, well, not all that impressive. As impeccably mundane as I have come to expect from this world. Regardless, further study will be required. In fact...
The skeleton pulls a notebook from his robes and starts scribbling.
Sorry, do carry on. Just act as you do in your natural environment. Simply pretend I'm not here. Ah, this is perhaps the first intelligent question you have asked. After all, one should always try to learn from one's betters. My people are a race far beyond anything that exists in the world today. We seek to master the secrets of the universe. We craft wonders to last through the ages, long after your crude tools have rusted to nothing. No, I should not. Not yet. Not until I know what truly befell my people. And, after all, I am still here, despite the Voidwoken's best efforts. There is a great variety among our people. Some are tall and lithe, others short and muscled. Some come in a variety of eye-catching colors. Others you can barely see at all. This is what makes you such an abomination, you see. You look almost exactly like every other elf out there. Just as every human looks like every other human. Walking through this world is as repulsively bland as staring at a wall for a century. After a while, the very sight of you disgusts me. No offense, of course. I do not know. There are rumors that some have been found at the Black Pits, an oil field on Reaper's Coast. I was trying to uncover the truth when I was waylaid by these magisters. But wherever the artifacts of my people are, I will find them. We have not simply vanished into thin air. Ignorant! I dare say I have a better knowledge of this world than any creature living in it. Oh, I may be missing some social mores or be unaware of what king waged which war, but why nitpick? Your history is an interminably dull list of mortals that were born, achieved nothing of worth, and then died. Certainly one may have expanded his kingdom, or another invented some way of pickling fish, but what does it matter? Where will your kingdoms be in 100 years? In 1,000? They will all be dust, along with each and every one of your great heroes. Your people and nations come and go, mayflies screaming their importance at a universe that cannot listen. But the universe is always there. The laws that govern your states change over centuries, but the laws of the world, even when my people walked this land, a dropped apple still fell to the ground. I have yet to see the mortal king that can decree all apples must fall up from their trees, or order fire to produce cold instead of heat. No, these laws stretch to infinity. Understanding them lets you understand the world. That is knowledge worth having. Everything else is arguing over who has built the prettiest sandcastle as the waves creep closer. The Mask of the Shapeshifter? In my time, it was nothing more than a novelty. A toy, really. I crafted one for my child once. She spent the day trying to convince me that she was her mother, even though the face I used looked nothing like her. Of course, now that toy could be the difference between life and... well, it makes a difference. With that mask, I can shapeshift and walk through this world looking like any other simple mortal. I could look like a lizard, a dwarf, a human, any creature whose face I can procure. It certainly makes traveling through towns easier. Fear? Please. Why would I fear these creatures? It's a practical choice, nothing more. Moving through this world is so much easier when you don't have to lecture some torch-wielding lunatics on the dangers of an open flame. Oh, it's quite simple. One just acquires a face, a source orb, and combines the two to make a face mask. Combining several of these single face masks along with a source orb will produce a mask of the shapeshifter. Frankly, I'm amazed everyone isn't doing it. Oh, of course there are. How many hundreds of thousands of you people have died over the years? Almost all of them seem to have been disposed of while still wearing perfectly serviceable faces. It's a terrific waste. Still, without the proper tool to remove the face from a corpse, I cannot take advantage of the many cadavers you're providing. So if you happen across anything that seems capable of ripping a face off a body, please do let me know. Trust you bloody-minded beasts to turn a child's trinket into a wicked purpose. People like you are the reason it must be recovered. I am using the mask to keep myself safe from the violence of this world. Who knows what evil it could do in the hands of some mortal witch.
Soon as I saw that glint in your eye, I knew we'd make a solid team. I am too, I must say. Good to know someone's got your back when the going's tough.
He freezes and shoots you a wary glance, looking for all the world like a wild animal caught in the lantern light of a racing carriage.
Well, why not? Go ahead. That I did. In Lucian's own army.
He presses his lips tightly together and looks away. There's a coldness in his eyes you haven't seen until now.
There's a reason I don't wear order garb anymore. But let's talk about those old days another time. Thanks for understanding. Now, let's keep moving. Soon as I saw that glint in your eye, if you must. Not much, I'll tell you that. Why? What do you think of them? Sharp eyes, lass. But they can't keep the likes of us locked up too long, I'll wager. Come on, let's poke around and see if we can sniff out some blind spots in their surveillance. Soon as I saw that glint... You do know that time is of the essence here, don't you?
Ifan begins counting on his fingers and muttering to himself. This goes on for quite some time.
43, give or take. Indeed. That's pretty much how I feel about it, too. What else do you want to know?
If Antipsy...
A moment's pause. I had thought us too wicked for rest. In a final heartbeat. Why did you assume I wouldn't? Ha! As it happens, that invitation is why I let you live. Your flesh is weak. All flesh is weak. But your spirit remained strong as your flesh was being pierced. That I admire. Huh. Hardly. I walked up to the quay, asked for the ship to Fort Joy, and declared myself a sorcerer. I'm here to hunt, remember? Here to play a game of tic-tac-terminate with a special certain someone.
Not drawing many winning cards of late, but I won't be crying over it. Sailed away from my last island prison scot-free. No reason I can't do it again. Well, it's complicated. Where to even begin? As far as I can tell, he's doing the Queen's dirty work. Based on that letter, their plan was this. Lohar and his people sink a Magister ship, the Peacemaker. They transfer its cargo to the Victory, and then the Victory sails off to Duna knows where. No telling what the cargo is. But it means trouble.
He winks.
And not the good kind. They're guerrillas.
Beast chuckles as your forehead crinkles in confusion.
You know, as in guerrilla warfare? Ah, Geralt, I thought you had a funny bone in you, but I swear some witch doctor's gone and yanked it out. Good women, good men. Still fighting the good fight, too. Though most of them fled to the hinterlands. The Wave Dancer's crew's probably gone to join him. No offense to you, but I missed him. Still, it's probably best I don't subject him to all this. Aye, this is a good one. Now, close your eyes and let it wash over you. The Beast of the Sea is skippering his beloved ship, the Wave Dancer, heading to Reaper's Coast. His target's there, you see. A notorious criminal kingpin called Lohar. The sails are full and the crew's in right spirits, barking shanties like a chorus of seals. Tell my mates I sailed the straits, and soon will dock in the Echo's Hall. Ain't to last, though. Magister ships surround the Wave Dancer like sharks circling their prey. The brave rebels are on the ropes until the legendary Beast boards the Magister flagship and summons a cyclone the likes of which no man or woman has seen. Rain and wind, void-woken everywhere, and our hero Beast, the valiant, selfless Beast, surrenders himself to the Magisters so the Wave Dancer may escape amid the rising chaos. What bravery! What sacrifice! Ah, what bollocks. I ain't no hero. Besides, you know how the rest goes. Hell, you're helping to write it. The Magisters haul me off, and soon enough, I'm heading to Fort Joy. Collared, like the beast I am. Ah, you're making me blush. Truth is, a captain's only as good as his crew, but we all share a common goal. Freedom. The Dwarven people, we've been through a lot. We deserve it. So, how'd they get you? Reckon that's the case for all us sorry souls who find ourselves on this flea-bitten island. As for me,
He runs a hand slowly down the plaits of his beard, smiling sumptuously.
I don't plan to spend a moment longer here than is strictly necessary. Power, plain and simple. It's like this. Some people, when they get a taste of something delicious, they want more and more of it. Like fried sea bass. Once you start, you can't stop slurping. Justina got a taste of that power the first time she threw a mouthy jester into the dungeon at the urging of her advisor, just because he pointed out her, rotundness. That's a word, right? That's where it started. And it still ain't finished. I think you're learning the wrong lessons here. And here I thought I was a talker.
Hey. Hi. Ooh, so serious. What's up? Nope. This one doesn't talk to me. It talks through me. You'll know it when you see it. How very sweet of you to notice. I know, it's weird. One of the many side effects of the visitor upstairs.
She drums on her forehead with 2 fingers, smiles grimly, and shrugs.
They used to be blue. Oh well.
She bats her eyelashes at you in an exaggerated flutter, then bursts out laughing and punches your arm.
Haha, character. I like that. I'm going to use that. If I can say nothing else for my current companion, at least I can say it gave me a bit of character. So what's it like, being alone in your head? People say that. Of course I do. What's your poison? One of those. Out with the new, in with the old. Something you can sing along to, eh? I've got it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K... Whoa. Excuse me. Where was I? L, M, N, O... I can't. It isn't that. Never mind. We should keep moving. Well, I was giving this concert up on Overlook Hill. There was a great crowd. They were really feeling it. But I guess it was too good. I had me a little sauce flare-up. Everyone went a bit, I don't know, wild, rabid. I snapped out of it before anyone got hurt, but the Magisters caught me backstage afterwards. At least I went down doing what I loved.
The old dog looks up at you but doesn't lift his greying head from his paws. He heaves a heavy sigh.
I'm Buddy.
The tip of his tail starts to wag.
It's no use anyway.
The dog tentatively sniffs the offering, then grabs it between its teeth and swallows it.
You're nice. Emmy would have loved you. Must be nice. Emmy was the only one who ever cared about me. She was my mate for the last 7, carried the 2, plus 50. 5 years! The Magisters, they took her. I love you. Say, let me show you something. Oh, hey! Hey! I thought you might be Emmy. Key? What key? Oh, the key! The Magister who took Emmy dropped it when he was walking away. Did someone say Emmy? Oh, Emmy. If you find out where it leads, if you see Emmy, tell her I miss her. Not too far from here, but she was taken by a guy in a white robe who smelled horrible. Like lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of dogs. And also a little like dead people. He dragged her to the big castle just there. I'm so worried about her. I think I love you.
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. Why, look at that. Just what I ordered. Ain't you a peach, love? And old Dean here'd thank you too if he could. Poor fella over there crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Doomed to be sure, but I'd like to ease his way out. Lucky you came out of it at all. Plenty of folks around of here haven't, and it's me who ends up wrist deep in the gore.
Out my face, or I'll...
The man sleeps so deeply, he might as well be dead to the world.
Our healer's walk is never...
Is that thing eating corpses?
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time.
The creature gingerly takes the plant into his bloodied hands. He runs his fingertips over the white flowers. His panting breath slows.
Darling, dear darling child. Hello, yarrow girl. Can it really be you? You would be too, if you had a yellow-haired yarrow child like mine. Sweet thing, Papa's pride. For you, my ring. Part of me. Name of Migo. Thank you.
I'm not sure I follow.
Yeah, but you, elf, what you heard about a crate of stolen supplies? And don't you lie to me now.
She seems to fight the smile that appears at the corners of her lips.
Oh, get will ya?
The dwarf slaps his knees and chest until a buoyant rhythm develops and begins to, well, not sing exactly, but chant.
They stole me boots and burned me hat, but beast of the sea will come asking for me. They locked me up with a pig and a rat, but beast of the sea will come asking for me. Oh, not bad for being off the top of me head.
He bows to an almost comical depth, then rises and laughs.
Welcome to the joy, my famed friend.
Well, I wasn't feeling so welcome till now. You almost had me dancing. You got any more songs in you? This savage beast could use some soothing.
Well, I got a right good rebel whooper on hand, warning of the barbaric beast. The others, well, it ain't so respectful, but Royal Guards folk on holiday always ate it up.
Gotta admit, I'm tired of hearing the shanties all singing my praises. Let's hear the Royalist tune. I bet it dresses me down real good.
One Royalist tune coming up. Oh, Macca Smiles, bastard born, the man of life enraged him. A gnashing varmint he became, so Queen sought then to cage him. A pitiful sight, his inadequate fight, the quivering lump sent out of Queen's sight. Macca Smiles, bastard born, the royal knights upstaged him.
Ha! I knew there'd be some good lines in there. Quivering lump. Too funny to be mad at.
The Royal Guard. They'd sing this while wandering the hinterlands, looking for rebels in the shadows. It was some time ago, of course, back when you were banished to the Isle of Mists.
Beast looks to the ground for a moment, but just a moment. His cheeks rise and redden, and he roars in laughter.
Those were the days, eh, chum? Well, I've got to get moving. Good to see a friendly face, though. Ain't too many wandering around this glum camp.
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't look up as you approach.
The ground. I don't know what you... I'm just trying to work it out. What happened? Why? My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. Why? Naturally. How could one not? We've used Source for thousands of years. We have used it to heal, to grow. How can it be that it suddenly summons these horrors from the void? And when will Alexander ascend to divinity? We cannot continue like this.
50 bottles of tears over. Make hinges rust. Give us a smile.
When another divine arises, will Source change back? What if there are no sources?
Where is he? Don't disturb me again, unless you've seen me go. You have seen him? Tell me, where was he? And you're very sure it was him?
She inspects the ring closely.
This can't be. You said he was upon the beach, yes? I need to have a look myself. This simply can't be.
Fool.
You!
So,
Let me guess. You're here for a match. Dunno what you heard, but they won't take it easy on you just 'cause you're an elf. Ha! That's the spirit. Down the hatch then. Thorn will eat you up.
Oh, excuse me.
You hated your work for the Order. You wanted to be a stonemason, marry the baker. You still dream about it every night. Just as you're about to address the lizard, the Red Prince bars you with an outstretched arm.
This man is a dreamer. As you know, I need a word with him. You may wait here while I speak. Permission indeed.
He bids the dreamer stand up and pay attention, which he does in a grovelling and awkward manner. The dreamer then chews and swallows a handful of Drudene leaves before slipping into a trance-like state. He falls asleep. To your surprise, the Red Prince lies down and follows suit. After about half an hour, they wake up and begin to discuss what they saw in their dreams. The Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer. You receive a withering glance in response.
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. But though this stingtail fellow may be a less than stellar specimen in the firmament of dreamers, the dreams themselves prove to be quite elucidating. Turns out I'm being hunted by an enemy I didn't know actually existed. The myth-shrouded House of Shadows. The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne. Of course it is. I was born with the promise of an empire, and that promise will be kept. But to keep it, I must find a second dreamer. A greater one. A more experienced traveler of the dream world. Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort. So, let us make our escape and venture there post-haste.
You know, I could tell you all about swamp dreamers too if I chewed that much Druden, eh?
As you're about to approach the lizard, Sabine cups your chin between thumb and index finger, then guides your eyes to hers.
Listen, I need to have a chat with this here morsel of flesh. He has wronged me once, but may just do right by me this time.
To your surprise, Sabine proceeds to throttle the unsuspecting lizard with one hand as she drives the tip of her needle into his lower belly with the other. Then the questions commence. You hear him yelp about the master, lone wolves, and a man called Griff. Then, quite suddenly, there's blood everywhere as Stingtail falls to the ground, face first into his own intestines. Sabine heaves a sigh of satisfaction, and as she wipes her needle clean, shoots you a cursory look.
Chat's over.
Demon elf, how dare you strike down a dreamer?
Such is my prerogative, Prince. And doubly so, my pleasure. Something on your mind? It's simple. He scarred me, so I scarred him. Extensively.
She defies you with devilishly innocent eyes.
Can you blame me? There it is. I was wondering when your spying would make an appearance. Anyway, what's dead is done, so let's move on, shall we? Despite my high hopes, this scar disfigures me still. The search for the master continues, of course. Hungry work, the hunt. And you know what? I'm feeling a bit peckish. Stingtail mentioned a cook, as it happens. Fellow named Griff. 2 birds, 1 stone. How about it?
Rubbish.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
State your business. Do stop gaping. Anything can be procured inside these walls. That's for you to decide. State your business. Certainly. You may not be a lizard, but your kind are hardly so bad as the humans. If it's trade you're looking for, I've made a habit of procuring items that can prove rather useful inside these walls.
I know they help. Got you! I'm whack! Back, evil ogre, or I'll get you with my sword! I'll spare you this time, beast, but don't You're really fun. Hey, I'm gonna hide somewhere in the cave, and you come find me. Ready? Go!
I feel him, but I do not see him.
You found me! Okay, wait. Let me hide again. Ready, go! Ooh! Wow! You're really smart. I bet. You know what? I bet my best friend would really like you. Come on, I'll introduce you. I know how to spell introduce. It's I-N-T-R-O-D-U-C-E. My way is too small for you. You'll have to find another. Hope you brought a shovel.
What's this? I found something.
I am not opposed to manual labor if circumstances require.
This hole is too small for you to squeeze into.
Wither, this is my new friend. She's really smart. You'll like her a lot.
Please, small child, leave me to my ruminations.
But she's really nice. And tall. Maybe she can even help you with that thing.
Why? A grown friend? You brought an adult here? Good. Good gods. Can it be?
I got it.
Good madam. You've set my body free. Free to crumble to dust at last. Oh. But my spirit, blast! I remain trapped in this mouldering skeleton yet. That would I do. But there is strong magic at play here. I am bound still. Even as my body shall crumble, my very soul remains trapped in my bones. A spell most terrible. I have heard of such magic, but have never known anyone so foul as to employ it. Brachus Rex, may maggots lace his entrails. After he interred me in this cell, he must have drawn my very soul away from me and stored it elsewhere in the fort. Thus he has bound me entirely to the mundane realm. But I know this place well. I could lead you to its likely location. In turn, you would find a path straight out of this fort. My freedom for yours. What say you? Marvelous, my friend. Marvelous. You'll first have to get inside the fort itself. There's a secret switch on a statue of the Seven in the courtyard. Surely you know it. The switch will open a hatch, and you'll be led into the prison's main floor. I suspect that within Brachus's phylactery room, you will find the container which ensnares my soul. He has likely disguised it well, but search there for another hidden switch. Brachus would have made me a supplicant, a slave to these walls. With your help, I'll die. At last. With dignity. Fort Joy is a dangerous place, my friend. Dangerous indeed. Brachus used this place to build an arsenal of terrible weaponry as yet unseen in our world. Here, he and his researchers crafted punishments and snares contrary to human dignity. Objects that could contain souls, wands that could purge the very essence from sorcerers. My order would never have used such barbaric magic against our enemies. I was fully briefed about this awful place before I came. My goal was to destroy the fiend who had been marshalling the world's most unwholesome weapons and magic into an army he intended to use against the realm. I never thought I would become one of his victims, and yet, here I am.
Wither is free! Now he can be happy! Now he can get out! Well, yeah, a lot. But he's my friend, and it's better if your friends are happy. When I grow up, I want to be a hero like you. You're a real hero, not only one from a story. You finished your quest and saved the princess. Skeleton, friend. Here, take this. It'll show you how to find my secret fort and my treasure chest. So here's your last quest. If you can find a way up, you can have my treasure.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Our kind of few here. We must help each other.
She bows.
It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magisters come. My family runs, but I fall. My son looks back. I shout to him to run. I am taken. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs I can stand, but I fear the Magisters. Wait, before you go, I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion, but I can think of no finer occasion than this. Thank you.
I feel him, but I do not see him.
You cover your face with your hands. You've just heard the news. The elven homelands have been destroyed by death fog. It was your order who did it. How can this be?
No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Magisters I handle, but small ones. We do not have many in my tribe anymore. And in yours?
I feel him, but I do not see him.
Children everywhere and an idiot for good measure. The divine truly dies. Go away, small brain.
As you approach the young elf, Losa suddenly grabs your arm. Her hand is damp. Her face looks pale and grey.
Hey, listen, I don't know why, but I think I need to talk to this elf. You mind?
She darts over to the elf without responding. They begin talking in earnest, more quietly than you can overhear. Losa suddenly snatches up both the elf's hands and leans close to her. Her voice rises.
You have to tell me.
The whites of Losa's eyes fade to grey, then black. The colour runs into her veins, crisscrossing her skin like lightning. She keeps hold of Sahela's hands.
It rises in you even now, Losa. Do not let it. You must be strong. Be strong. Fight. Fight. You are okay. You are yours. No one else's.
I can't. I can't.
Losa is fighting an enemy. She will win. She must win.
Shut up. Let go. Let go. Let go. I don't want to hurt her. Don't make me.
Losa is rigid as a board, tense with the effort of holding Sahela's hands in tight, painful bunches.
Leave me alone. Leave me. I don't want to.
You are hurting me.
Losa's eyes are black. Sahela's fingers are white under her grasp.
Let me go. Please.
A sinister smile spreads across Losa's lips. She jerks the elf toward her.
Chatty, chatty elf. Chatty elf with all the answers. I wonder what your blood tastes like.
Losa, please. You must not defend her. She wakes if she is weakened. We must hurt her to protect her, you see?
I bet the elf blood tastes like honey, like nectar, like joy itself. Let's find out.
You must weaken her to help her. I am sorry, Losa. Almost enough. A few more hits. She comes back and she is weaker.
Yeah, thanks. What? Don't look at me like that. That thing has nothing to do with me. It's just a visitor. A fly that won't buzz off. Glad it didn't freak you out too much, though. I know this kind of stuff can be weird if you aren't used to it. Look at us. A merry band of freaks are we. Let's keep moving. I want to get out of this bloody place as soon as possible. I'm fine. You're fine. We're fine. I just want to get out of here. Let's go.
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns towards you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't have seen your face.
Ah, hello. I see you come a long way. I see you come here seeking a great adventure. Do you find it?
She laughs and looks around as though taking in the scenery, though her eyes are still covered.
Many people to meet, many stones to turn. And there is a great joy here, as though the walls and water themselves were made by many smiling gods. Even if we are here under unhappy circumstances, still I feel it. Perhaps you keep going. Perhaps you make friends with what you see. There is a great passion in every grain of sand. Maybe you find your adventure after all. I see it before my eyes. It is not so bad. I know which days have bread and which days have none. I know more bread comes someday. It helps. Your life is not your own. Your life is for us all. I cannot say more. You see someday.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way. Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? He knows how to leave. My protector, my friend, an elf like me, with a spirit bright as new leaves. He tries to help me, to save me, and he suffers very much. He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek, a way out. You bring me great peace. Thank you, my friend. I miss him very much. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do not free Amiro without him. Yes, please ask. Oh, I do not cover my eyes. I cover the place they used to be. They are gone now, taken. But I see all the same. He is a very blind man. He sees things but not truth, not love or joy. I feel very sorry for him. You understand when you meet him, after you escape. It is safer here. We make no trouble for Griff. He makes no trouble for us. I knew we must be here. I am not sure how much to explain. You are here, and so we are here.
Early memories are overshadowed by a terrifying death, a tempest of teeth, scales, and snarls. You never imagined it would end like this. You are ever sodden, ever sandy. The smell of guts and sea waste cling to you like a ghost. You sought freedom, the life of a seaman, but you didn't find it. Looking around Fort Joy, you feel excited. A new environment to explore, new people to meet, new challenges to overcome. Who knows what could happen here?
Ain't fit for beasts.
Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you. Ha! Cheeky. What's your name? All right, Slick. Haven't seen you around here before. When did you get in? All right, easy now. You seem sweet, but I'm more curious about you than a bunch of cheesy lines. Ha! Thank you. You mean it? Or is that another line of yours? I used to play the harp, you know. Mostly around Arcs, although sometimes we'd travel down to Driftwood. Might be you saw one of my performances. You think? I was raised by the whip, and I'm not afraid to use one either, especially not in here. Joining up with Griff's the closest thing you can get to security around here. Family, too. Till the Reds take you, anyway. There's a gap between what we want and what we can have, isn't there? Here more than anywhere else.
She laughs. The sound fills the air like the ringing of a bell.
Now, wouldn't that be something? Look, I have an idea. I know we don't know each other very well, but time is so short and a connection is so rare. If we get out of here, will you meet me again in Arcs?
Ain't fit for beasts.
I have responsibilities here. I can't start running around outside the family. It isn't done. But once we're out of here, none of that will matter. You'll meet me, won't you? I don't care where you come from. Don't even care who you are, but I feel a connection, don't you? So, you'll meet me? These strange times can't last forever. You'll meet me then.
She leans forward and grazes your cheek with her lips.
Until then, careful. Don't want to catch Griff in a bad mood.
What do you want, freak? Out the fort? To where then? The death swamps or the ocean brimming with void-woken? Fat chance of getting more than 5 feet in any direction and keeping your skin right side out. Make it quick. Hell if I know. Don't rightly know if it can be done. If they take the sauce out of you, what are you? Sure, pal of mine made it as far as the hollow marshes even. They dragged his corpse back the next day. Head pulled clean off by a ghost. I saw it myself. I never seen one myself, but me cousin up in Gore said one appeared from the clear sky one day and ate up every child under the age of 12. I don't know where they come from, but without the divine, there ain't much we can do to stop them.
Hey, you're a little light in your pack, ain't you, girl? Who could blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here? Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means. Boss don't mind where the gold comes from, long as he gets his cut. Have a look, why don't you? Your cash is plenty good here.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Let's just say folks leave here, but they don't seem to take their effects. Maybe I happen to know where everything ends up. Fend for yourself then, Twiggy. I'll take what I want off the...
You come to fight. You come to prove yourself. You come to be worthy. There can be only one, and you have but one chance.
She scoffs.
To prove you are the one. Never mind. The one does not ask such a question.
Can we get on with this already?
A deep grumble emerges from him, as if from an endless cavern. Your bones vibrate to the rhythm of his greeting.
Well, get a load of you. You got swagger, I'll give you that. But I reckon I could squash you like a bug with just my left thumb. You think I'm worried about a buzzing gnat? Seen dozens of wannabes just like you over the years. You couldn't slice off butter with a flaming sabre. Ain't looking to pick a fight outside the arena anyhow. You want to show yourself off? You do it in there. First time I spoke, Mama ran through the streets crying, "Demon!" Poor thing. Shook her to the core. Sounded like a living hellspawn has its advantages, though. I can make a man shit his pants just by saying boo. Look around, Elf. What you see is what you get. It's a fighting arena. You step into it when it's your turn and take whack to whatever comes barreling towards you. Glad I found it. Spent half my life ripping apart men and mages, sometimes for pay and sometimes for fun. If I've got to be stuck in here, I might as well prove I'm the one. Sure, as powerful as anyone else seems to me, my blade doesn't discriminate. It cuts a woman's throat just as cleanly as any man's. The one is a living god. Might sound crazy to you, but it's just the way of it.
You battle in the arenas. You get divine power if you come out on top. Don't know about it. I didn't either till the one over there got me into it. These old ruins make a right fine battleground. Yep. One thing the old woman taught me is to ignore anybody saying they're better than me. And let me tell you, Runt, by the looks of you, I ain't got no reason to stop believing her now.
He grumbles what sounds like a farewell.
Can we get on with this already?
She sizes you up as you approach. Her eyes narrow.
You've yet to experience the joy and pain of true combat, I see. It's true that you sag like an arthritic vulture. If you hope to ascend as the One, you must prove yourself a worthy host. Yet I see potential in you. You have a reason to fight. You could go far. This is how we worship. This is not just an arena, but a temple too. A brutal warrior will ascend. We'll celebrate this hero as the One. The spirit of the One is everywhere. It exists beyond us, yet will someday live in one of us. I believe you could, but it's not certain. That's a tale only you can tell. Some truths are simply known. I fight not to be named the One, but to reveal the One. As you wish.
The old man looks you up and down and smiles.
Will you fight? I will watch with great interest.
The dwarf cocks his head left, then right. His eyes squint, and his brows rise, as if lifted by an unseen fishhook.
Marcus? Marcus Miles?
Beast glances at you and mutters.
Best let me handle this. That's Beast nowadays, friend. That other name, long left that behind, I did.
Right, sorry. Just hard not to see you as that wild-eyed troublemaker you used to be. It's been, what, over a decade, yeah?
Longer than that. Too bad I'm cooped up here. Things are looking grim out there. Justinia's planning something big. Really big.
Oh, bigger than what she's already managed. Say a single word against her, and a royal copper will throw you in a dank cell or carve the royal insignia on your throat. Unless you've got a handful of coin to donate to the kingdom, of course. You're going to need to blow this popweed stand if you want to stop her. But maybe this'll help, eh? Nab the key off that Kraus fella up above. Not the brightest of the magisters. Would stick his head in a pig's arse and call it a hat. Reckon it unlocks one of the doors to the prison. Though, not sure which. I'd tell you to take care crossing the Divine Order, but from what I hear, you can handle yourself just fine against Alexander's flunkies.
Word gets around, does it? Well, I appreciate the help. I won't forget it.
There is worship.
You come to fight. Good. Who aids you? Choose wisely. Whether you fail or succeed, you do not fight more than once.
I've waited this long. I can wait longer.
I need aid.
A fine match. A very fine match. You may yet be the one. You prove yourself again, and again, and again. A warrior traveling the path of the wand should not be collared like a pet. I suggest you see the Tinkerer. You are capable of so much more.
The one will arrive in time.
You don't become the one by winning just a match or two.
Each day brings us one step closer.
You were decent in the arena, but you'll have to do better than...
I see your potential.
Well done. Very well done. Tell me, what is your strategy in battle? You do not fight like others I have seen. A strategist. And yet you are not too circumspect to land the killing blow. A dangerous combination. I will keep my eye on you. The good one.
I'm the only one with the guts. I deserve the glory.
Do not lose hope.
Champion of Folkjoy, spreading your name far and wide.
Not too worse for wear, are you? So, how'd it go? Don't get too chuffed now. Long way to go yet. Did you speak to the burnished one? Good. I doubt that's the last you'll be seeing of him. There are those of us who believe he's the key to ending all of this mess. The Order, the Voidwoken, all of it.
Sabine gently places a hand on the small of your bag. Her mouth reaches your ear with a whisper.
Let me have a word with the gentleman, would you? I've a little clue to follow up on.
Sabine steps forward and asks Griff the cook about the lone wolves. A dead little birdie told her he's the man to talk to. A little back and forth ensues. Money crosses hands, and before you know it, Sabine stands back beside you, all smiles.
Thank you. We should make good on our escape, you know. I have to see a man about a wolf in the hollow marshes. Naught but a whelp in skillful hands, I'm sure. Zalaskar's his name. A name for the taking, if it comes to that.
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks up, setting the potato, but not the sharp little knife, down on the table.
What? Who's asking?
He smirks and holds the little knife up to the light, watching it glint.
I'm listening. They'll cure you of your sauce. Nightshade will cure you of an headache too. A Myro. Bloody elves. I guess you mean the clown I caught stealing from my kitchen. He's not going anywhere. Supplies. A crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet. Worse than war rations, these.
Everything there? Good.
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again.
Myra. I guess you mean the clown I call Steve Supplies. A crate of food, citrus. It ain't been here long, have ya? No.
He twirls his knife between his fingers.
Divine's gone. This blade is the only god watching over Fort Joy. Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal.
Griff tears into one of the oranges with both hands. Juice squirts through his hands as he desperately rips through the rind.
These ain't right. Something's missing from these oranges, bub. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Hand it up. Oh, you must think I'm playing with you. I don't play. Hand them over.
No, not like this. I won't let them.
Well done. Sometimes, the best way from a situation is the simplest. I hope Griff rests in peace, even if he lives in anger. You helped me. You saved me from a terrible man. But still there is more I ask of you. I know a way out of here, and this I tell you. But there is something else. Yes, I become fine. And so much more when you agree to finish what I start. Sahela, she is everything. A ruler, a seer, a knower, a child. She cannot be lost here. It is for all our people, for the world. Give me your map. I show you the way out. A secret, dangerous, but it leads to freedom.
I give you this amulet. You must pass it to the elves who still remain. Tell them Sahela is here. They will send help. Please. She is important.
I go to her. I wish you good luck, and I thank you for us all.
She smiles and gives you a long, meaningful look.
I couldn't let him kill you. That would be awful.
As you Soon I am quite well again. Then we make another attempt.
It is good. I see it.
This is very good. Sahela is all right. I still protect her. She does not die here. She does not die here. Thank you. Do not forget what I ask of you. Sahela cannot stay here. She is too important, too rare. Our people must find her. I heal. We count on you still. To tell the elves who remain, the elves who roam, to bring them here. She is not lost here. Anyone can be lost, but not her. It is not devotion to Sahela. It is devotion to all, to the world. She is very special. She sees how we will survive, the void woken, the dead divine. She leads us back home. All of luck to you. Do not forget what I give you. Take it to the elves who roam the mainland. They come here. They save her. They save all of us.
She breaks into a huge, childlike grin as you approach.
One friend brings another home. Thank you.
Her face falls at the mention of her home. Her hands fly instinctively to her eyes, as if to wipe away tears. But she stops herself.
My people, I miss them, but they cannot save me. It is not to be. We stay in Fort Joy. They stay elsewhere. This is the way. This is homeland is gone. Home is wherever my people are. My mother is amongst them. Tova, a great elf. I do not mind Fort Joy, but I miss her very much. Yes, it is a deep hurt. In my tribe, we say, the heart lives in the family cookpot. it is true, I think. He gets better, little by little. We are together. We always get better if we are together. Thank you, my friend. But only you survive the passage. I see it. You are free. We must remain. Thank you, dear one. You do not regret it. You see.
She squeezes your hand.
I do not forget you. Remember me too.
You eat Griff's hand, and you see him putting animals, dead for days in the blistering sun, whole into his cooking pot. Probably best to pass on the stew.